Now Pilgrim's Treasure walks up. So the final two to load and we'll be right to go. Grandon Jettier about to go up. Strong on the outside. Comes up to 10. Gate 5 is the last to be occupied here by Above Normal. Now we're set. Gates are back and they're racing. Storyboard chased out from 1. Will try and hold up. Pilgrim's Treasure hard ridden. Now Dehbashi comes across. Grandon Jettier in search of the lead as well, and just off them Tried and True with the yellow cap. They were followed by Travis County as they come down to the winning post. Above Normal out wide from Gavroche, then Philosopher, and Bois de Boulogne has gone back to the rear of the field. Out of the straight they go, and Grandon Jettier has been able to get across fairly cheaply to the lead. Showed the way over Storyboard, and Dehbashi up on the outside in the breeze, followed by Pilgrim's Treasure a shade wide. Tried and True inside of it from Travis County. Above Normal, then Philosopher. They were followed by Gavroche, and Bois de Boulogne, just not stretching out, is a half dozen, maybe a dozen lengths away last. 25.7 was the lead section as they run down the back, and Grandon Jettier given a bit of an easy time now by Tygo Shea, rated along nicely, led by a length and a half. Dehbashi in second position. Storyboard, the long odds on international favourite, third. Pilgrim's Treasure the outside with the gold cap. Gold Silks between them is Tried and True being pumped along. Then Travis County. Above Normal the outside from Philosopher. Well back in the run then is Gavroche, and that gap away to Bois de Boulogne, who's not taking any part in the race. Off the back they come now, 700 metres to go. Grandon Jettier gets its chance here. It's worked away by a length and a half. Over Dehbashi in second. Storyboard's off the bit and being worked on. Up on the outside, Pilgrim's Treasure. Philosopher comes on into the race. Then came Above Normal, Tried and True, Travis County. And last of all is Gavroche for home. It is a Grandon Jettier. Dehbashi now going up on the outside to have a crack at it. Running on strongly, Philosopher out in the middle. A gap away to Storyboard, who's dropped off, followed by Pilgrim's Treasure. Grandon Jettier is joined by Dehbashi. Dehbashi's gone up to the front with 200 metres to go. Grandon Jettier over on the inside. Philosopher is trying hard down the outside, but Dehbashi has reached the lead. Got a length in front now over Grandon Jettier and pushed out by Pat Dobbs. Dehbashi takes it out in good fashion. A length and a half Dehbashi over Grandon Jettier, and Philosopher a gap off to Tried and True, followed by Pilgrim's Treasure. Next in Gavroche, Travis County. Storyboard had an off night. Well back in the run then was Gavroche, and Bois de Boulogne has had a very off night and will come in about a minute and a half later. 2:05.05. 2:05.05 is the winner's time. Good win by Dehbashi. Grandon Jettier was travelling very nicely in the lead, but Dehbashi's gone up to tackle it nice and early at the top of the straight. Grandon Jettier did find plenty. Just did a little bit of work in the initial stages. I thought it did get across quite well, but maybe it just used up a little bit too much from the wide barrier draw. But in saying that, Dehbashi came from the 10. So I think both first and second have run very good races, and Philosopher finishes on strongly into third and a gap away to Tried and True. Unfortunately, the international favourite there, Storyboard, was one of the first beaten. Well, the second beaten, with Bois de Boulogne beaten shortly after the gates open. But the win goes away to Dehbashi for Pat Dobbs and Doug Watson taking out the fourth race.